Next on Nick, it's Captain's ARGH. And then, The Alvin Show. Ahoy there, Arthur Captain here. Welcome to our edition of Captain's ARGH. Hope everyone's had a great Saturday morning wherever you are, or having a great Saturday morning wherever you are. I know I did. Just got done eating several bowls of Frosted Flakes, excuse me. They're great. I don't know what is it with me and Frosted Flakes, me eating multiple bowls of it. Maybe it's like the slogan said. They're great. Anyway, just got done watching some Saturday morning cartoons and let's play some video games. This time around, I'm going to go for the world title. And the Rowdy Roddy Piper is the one that we need to unlock. As far as the tag team is concerned, we got to unlock the Faces of Fear. But I played several tag team matches and it's not easy. It's never easy. Gotta get through like 30 minutes just to get through one match. And these opponents are as hard as a rock. But anyway, we're gonna be playing World Heavyweight Championship. We're gonna be saving it for next Friday. Starcade. And of course, I'm wearing my nWo shirt in honor of WCW nWo Revenge. Let's put Kurt Hennig, aka Mr. Perfect. There's a toss-up between Bulldog and Perfect. I'll pick Bulldog. He had multiple world title matches, especially in WWE, but failed to capture it. Bulldog, former Intercontinental and Tag Team Champion in WWE and European. One of these days, I'll pick up a Wolfpack one of these, because I was Team Wolfpack back then. He's practically the only superstar to have a voiceover talking about Randy Savage, Macho Man. There's something about Bulldog that really stands out, and I can't put my finger on it. Maybe it's his physique, maybe it's his looks, but something about him stands out, as far as Bulldog is concerned. Yeah, I like one-on-one matches better than I do, tag matches. Come on, get in, get in. Stalling suplex is what Bulldog is known for. Y'all have any favorite WCW moments? It doesn't have to be during the Monday Night Wars. It can be WCW in general. My favorite moments, of course, would have to be Chris Jericho and his conspiracy victim storyline. Moving on with this feud with Dean Malenko. Yeah, literally whining and crying like a baby. And head authority figure J.J. Dillon, and or as Chris Jericho would call him, JoJo Dillon. He's as strong as a rock. Strong as the Prudential Rock. Davey Boy Smith chin lock never fails. Stalling suplex. No stalling suplex. That's one way to win a match. Maybe not the fanciest way, but at least it gets the job done. Booker T. One opponent down, 8 to go. Of course, another thing that, like I said, that got me into WCW was Raven's Flock. They were very unique. They were outside the box. They were like a couple of, they're like a group of misfits. And practically goes against society. They're like the anti-hero, so to speak. Not like nWo villains. They're like anti-heroes, like outcasts, so to speak. I've said this before and I'll say it again. Hard to believe that I got a chance to get a photo op with Raven's Flock back at WrestleCade. They reunite. That marked the first time that the Flock reunited in over 17 years, having disbanded at Fall Brawl War Games 1998 in the exact same city that they did, the exact same city that they reunited, Winston-Salem, North Carolina. I bet Tracy Myers and company were onto something when they reunited Raven's Flock. So I got to give kudos to Tracy Myers, Brian Hawks, and company for reuniting the Flock the exact same way, in the exact same city where they disbanded. sell it. Ah, the spinneroonie. I forgot he did the spinneroonie. Or as my sister and I will call it, the spinning get up move. Reversal after reversal. There's no way. Atomic drop. Oklahoma Stampede. His body's hard as a rock. Samoan drop. Like I said, not the best way, but at least it gets the job done. This is nothing compared to the tag team matches. The tag team match is just a nightmare. The opponents are as hard as a rock. 1, and 2, you got an extra opponent in there willing to break up the pinfall submission every single time. And you got to do this 9 times. That includes the final bosses, so to speak. And it feels like they spam you every single time. Talk about the opponents. That time would later on be recycled in the Def Jam games. The one that Bulldog just did. Broke it up. Davey Boy Smith Chinlock. Since we're going to be doing the tag team match on next week, what do you say we conclude the month of March by doing the Battle Royale. That's probably what we're going to be doing. Staying on his feet every single time. This should be it. Davey Boy Smith chinlock. Trifecta German. Is he going to go? Yep, diving headbutt. gives you CTE, but we didn't know anything about CTE back then. I don't recall Benoit doing the diving headbutt on the outside. That gives you even bigger concussion or bigger CTE. Gives you CTE faster. And that reminds me, what's up with slap fight? I don't understand it. Or power slap. All it is slap people in the face. That gives you CTE even faster. Stalling suplex. Center of the ring. That should be it. Next we got Lex Luger. Test his strength. But since, like I said, since WrestleMania 2000 and No Mercy are on here, I might as well go ahead and explore those in the future. I've been hearing a lot of great things about those games too. In fact, a lot of almost everything that Hockey Corporation touched turned to gold as far as the wrestling games are concerned. going for the torture rack. But I'm too close to the ropes. Too bad. What's he doing? Powerbomb. Stalling suplex. That's what Bulldog's known for. Time for the infamous Davey Boy Smith chin lock. What happened to 10? Who's next? Kevin Nash, Big Sexy. And with the assistance of Scott Hall, he would defeat Goldberg, ending his breaking his streak at Starrcade 98 for the world title. That was Kevin Nash's first world championship in the company, WCW. I do believe that they, both Davey Boy Smith, the British Bulldog, and Big Daddy Cool Diesel, aka Kevin Nash, faced each other in WCW back then. I remember that. I remember also where they did face each other for the world title. And like I said, they did Bulldog dirty when it came to the world title in WWE. I'm sure that he had at least one world title shot in WCW, but I'm not sure. I could be wrong. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. What happened to 7, 8, 9, and 10? know, he's down to proverbial crimson mask. He's spinning like a stuffed pig. Oh, Kurt Hennig. Assisted powerbomb. Oh, Brian Adams. Oh, wait. Got some assistance. Now it's an even playing field. Double suplex. Barely escaped. It's Sting! Much like some of the great stars in WCW, they did Sting dirty. Both at WrestleMania 31, I do believe, as well as that World Title match that he had with Seth Rollins. It's a shame that Sting only had 2 matches in WWE. During the buyout, Sting opted not to go to WWE because they were afraid that what they were going to do to his character. I still can't wrap my head around how he gave in to all those years later. Back in late 2014 or 2015. Although people would have loved to see Sting and Undertaker go at it at WrestleMania because of their similar gimmicks. That buckle bomb ended Sting's WWE run from Seth Rollins. Clothesline. Davey Boy Smith chinlock. DDP. Like I said, they did DDP dirty, having stock at Undertaker's then wife Sarah. He probably could have been leading the pack, but even with Booker T and DDP, Stone Cold was named the leader, and he was made to bully people around, bully the Team Alliance around. How can anybody forget that? Like I said, this could have worked had some of the AOL Time Warner contracts inspired from the with the bigger names like Ric Flair, Goldberg, Kevin Nash, and company. Speaking of Fall Brawl War Games, I really don't understand with them in 1998 when they completely changed the rules and having three teams of four, or it consisted of 3 teams: NWO Hollywood, NWO Wolfpack, and Team WCW. For the first time, pinfalls were allowed, and War Games can end at any time, and teams were fighting for a prize that only benefits one person, and that one person ended up being DDP. He squared off against Goldberg for the world title, which to me is one of Goldberg's best matches. One of, if not, Goldberg's best match in his entire career. Atomic drop. Gorilla Press. Drop toe hold. Yes. going to sue him for the diamond cutter. Oh, no. Flipping suplex. Every little bit helps. I think we should be getting closer and closer to the final boss. I think, was it Jim the Anvil Neidhart? I think he's the last one. I lost track. I've lost count. Like I said, I met his daughter, Natty. Such an honor meeting her. Big special shout out to Nerd Bombers for bringing her in. Hard to believe I was the fourth one to meet Natty. Natty Neidhart, aka Natalia. I didn't know how long the line was going to be, but from what I was told, that the line wrapped around the building, almost completely around the building. It was a large, heavy capacity turn-away crowd. She was there promoting her autobiography, Last Heart Beating or something like that. Gotta look back on that. It features never before seen photos of everything regarding her career and regarding her life. Big special shout out to Natty and big special shout out to Nerd Bombers for making this all possible. Hard to believe I met Natalia, Trish, and Lita in the exact same month. I met Natalia at mid-month in November, and I met Trish and Lita during WrestleCade weekend. That was my main goal. They were the main headliners as far as I was concerned. And of course there was Jushin Thunder Liger, Kazuchika Okada, and Sting. It's Sting! Who had just retired his Sting persona, in a full makeup gear. Ah yes, the in-laws. Bulldog and Anvil. In-law versus in-law. And Natty's husband, TJ Wilson, formerly known as WWE Superstar Tyson Kidd. He currently serves as producer in WWE. Unfortunately, he had a series of injuries that ended his career. Well, at least he's former tag team champion. Boston Crab. I doubt it's going to get the job done. Scott Flash Norton. Who's he going after? He's going after me. Oh, he's going after me. Scott Flash Norton. I met him too. Oh, darn it. Oh. For some reason I hit the wrong button. But here I am back. Sorry about that. Oh, knee drop. Bulldog wins. Yep. Here he is, Rowdy Roddy Piper, the hot rod, for the World Heavyweight Championship. The final boss. Yeah, Rowdy Roddy Piper. He never became world champion either. Well, at least they gave him a chance here in this game. Whoop. See. Whoa. Like I said, it was easy here, but it's nothing compared to what's to come in the tag team mode. Yes, the British Bulldog. He got his redemption. He's the world champion. He won the WCW World Heavyweight Championship with the British Bulldog. I've unlocked Rowdy Roddy Piper. Yeah. Alright, I guess that does it. But just out of curiosity, I just want to see what he looks like. Rowdy Roddy Piper looks like. Alright, that's going to do it for this edition of Captain's Arcade. Like I said, this is going to be an uphill battle come next week because we're going to be concluding the month of March with Tag Team and Battle Royale, respectively, on Friday and Saturday. Alright, I'm going to enjoy the rest of the Saturday morning and Saturday afternoon, and we'll go from there. Until we meet again, maybe say goodbye.